If you've been scrolling through endless listings, watching video after video, and still can't decide which grooming tub actually makes sense for your setup, this review is here to clear that up. I've spent the last few weeks walking through a couple of grooming salons, chatting with a handful of professional groomers, and even trying the tub in a home-based setting, just to see how it performs when the water's running and the dog's already shaking. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The first thing that trips most people up is the sheer size of a 50-inch tub. It's not a compact bathroom accessory you can tuck behind a vanity, it's a full-scale grooming station that demands a dedicated space. If you're working out of a small apartment or a garage that barely fits a bathtub, you'll quickly find yourself wrestling with clearance issues, especially because the plumbing connection is fixed on the right side. That layout means you need to plan your drain and water source accordingly, otherwise you'll end up with a tangled mess of hoses or a leaky floor. On the flip side, if you already have a grooming room with a utility sink or a floor drain, the right-hand plumbing becomes a non-issue and actually streamlines the workflow. What really sets the Flying Pig tub apart is the all-steel XStyle frame. In practice, that translates to a surprisingly steady platform that doesn't wobble when a large Labrador or a nervous terrier leans against the side. In the salons I visited, the groomers told me they could run a full grooming cycle shampoo, rinse, condition without having to constantly readjust the tub to keep it level. The frame's robustness also means you can lean the tub against a wall without worrying about it tipping, which is a small but genuine safety win for both the animal and the groomer. The stainless steel construction uses 304 grade steel, a material you usually see in commercial kitchen equipment. In real-world use, that means the surface resists rust even after weeks of constant exposure to water, shampoo, and the occasional stray hairball. One of the groomers I spoke with said he had been using a lower-grade tub for years, only to find rust spots forming after a few months, which forced him to replace the whole thing. With this tub, the rust-resistant surface holds up to daily cleaning with a simple spray of diluted vinegar and a wipe down, and you don't have to worry about pitting that could harbor bacteria. A practical feature that often goes unnoticed until you need it is the removable backsplash and sidesplashes. When you're dealing with a dog that loves to shake itself dry, those splashes can become a waterlogged mess. With the Flying Pig, you can peel them off in seconds, dump the excess water, and give the interior a quick rinse. It's a small convenience, but over the course of a busy day it saves you the mental bandwidth of constantly wiping down a fixed tub. Just remember that the pieces are stainless steel too, so they're a bit heavier than plastic alternatives. You'll need a second pair of hands if you plan to take them off and put them back frequently. The two-piece floor grate is another element that blends flexibility with a learning curve. It slides up and down, allowing you to raise the pet higher or lower them closer to the drain. In a professional setting, that adjustability is gold because you can cater to dogs of different sizes without needing multiple tubs. The downside is that the sliding mechanism can get a little sticky if you don't lubricate it occasionally, and the latch can be a bit finicky when you're trying to adjust it with wet paws. I found that a quick wipe with a silicone-based spray kept it gliding smoothly, but that's an extra maintenance step you have to remember. Now, who should actually consider buying this thing? If you run a grooming business that sees a steady flow of medium to large dogs, the stability, durability, and adjustable grate will pay for themselves in time. The tub's size lets you comfortably fit a 50-pound dog without cramming, and the steel frame holds up to the occasional bump from a nervous animal. Even serious home groomers who own a big breed or two can benefit, especially if they already have the plumbing and floor space. The value proposition comes from the fact that you're essentially buying a piece of commercial-grade equipment that will likely outlast a cheaper plastic tub by several years. On the other hand, if you're a casual pet owner who only bathes a small terrier once a month, the investment may not make sense. The 50-inch footprint, the need for a right-hand water hookup, and the weight of the steel frame turn this into a permanent installation rather than a portable solution. You also won't get much out of the adjustable grate if you're only dealing with a dog that fits comfortably on a standard bathtub. In that case, a smaller, lighter, and less expensive tub would cover your needs without the hassle of rearranging your garage or bathroom. One hidden trade-off.